Hey, what's good, y'all? FatFade here, bringing you guys a patch notes video, man. I'm gonna get through this quickly because there's a lot of things we have to go through in this video, so let's just get straight into it. First up, it feels like they're feeling bad for all the new players who has no esoteric. So this week, if you go to the special missions, you can actually grab yourself 10 esoterics if you complete all of the missions. As you see right here, you should complete 40 Ninja World League games, win 20 of them games. That's how you get 5. Then you have to log in for 5 days. You have to clear 5 VR missions. You have to open 50 scrolls, and that will give you the last 5 for the week. Alright, man, look, we here with the buffs, the nerfs. This is the juicy stuff. Now look, first off, what we're saying, they changed it from reduced enemy movement speed to reduced enemy action speed. For the laughing Buddha hands, they increased the damage dealt to the enemies, and they also increased the ceiling damage scaling on the enemy. So I think it depends on your role type, depends on how much damage you take. I'm not sure, but yeah, for Obo, they increased the ceiling damage. So I guess when you hit them with the jutsu, like when you pull it back, it does more damage, and the ninjutsu cooldown time starts after the status element. So basically, after your ninjutsu stop getting locked, that's when your cooldown starts. So that's a big nerf to people who use Obo, but I think you can still just throw it down and not call it back, and it will be fine. So we can see. Now next up, it says Master Rasengan now cancels True Seeker orders to hit enemies. I don't really understand that, so I'm not even gonna get into it and try to think of what it could be. Next, for the range types, for Lightning Net, it increased the ceiling damage scaling on enemies, so I think it's just like the other one. Depending on the role type, it's gonna do more damage or less damage. For Amaterasu, it says increase the defense reduction duration on enemies, so it's just gonna increase the defense, the debuff that it puts on enemies, and increase ninjutsu cooldown time. So they nerfing stuff again, man. That's crazy. Next, for Shigami Dan's shield, increase ceiling damage scaling on enemies and increase enemy recovery time. So that's actually a nerf so that the enemies could get their health back quicker. Okay, now for Icicle Swallow, it increases substitution and ninjutsu cooldown times on your enemies and increase ceiling damage scaling on enemies. Okay, that's a buff. 1,000 Years of Death, increase damage up to enemies. That's good. Summoning Jutsu, reanimation, the ult, reduce ult gauge needed for activation, reduces target action speed, and reduces the target's ult gauge. Ooh, that's actually really good. For Toad Oil Bombs, they changed the effect from reduced target movement speed to reduced target action speed. Okay, we're almost done, guys, I promise. But next up, we have Subterranean Voice, which decrease the ninjutsu cooldown time. For Shadow Imitation Jutsu, they changed the effect from reduced target movement speed to reduced target action speed. They increased the ceiling damage and increased the damage in general. Now for True Seeker orders, they reduced the damage dealt to enemies. Okay, so that's a nerf for that. I mean, this is the last bit. For Crystal Ice Mirror Clone, they increased enemy substitution and the jutsu cooldown time, so they buffed it. And for range types, the Paralysis Seal does more ceiling damage, so when they get hit by it, does more damage. And they changed the effect of Rasengan from reduced target movement speed to reduced target action speed. Okay, last thing, they took all the titles away if you didn't have them, so hope you had your fun with them, but you still had it on. Just this challenge on the top right. And yeah, hope you had your fun, because them joints gone now. You better go grind in WL. And that's for me, man. It's been FatFade, and I'm out. Peace.